Lord Ramchandra explained the very inner secret of Lord Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu's mood, where he himself will come in the mood of ecstatic separation from Lord Krishna, in the mood of Srimati Radharani. Lord Ram told Sita that in this incarnation you will be my wife, Vishnupriya. And my mother now, Kausalya, she will appear as Sachi Devi in this very holy land of Navadvip, which is the supreme of all holy places. In fact, in this Moda Drumadvip, Ayodhya is present in the holy Dham. One very special feature of this particular place in Navadvip is that some of the most celebrated and important associates of Lord Chaitanya resided here. The place that we are now sitting is the place of the birth of Sri Vrindavan das Thakur, the author of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. In fact, it is here that he wrote Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. Sri Vas Thakur had 3 brothers, and the son of one of his brothers gave birth to a beautiful girl named Narayani. She was Srivas's niece. This Narayani, when she was only 5 years old, she became one of the dearmost associates of Lord Chaitanya. He would regularly feed him his own Mahaprasad with his own hands. Narayani was famous amongst all the devotees as the little girl who always received the remnants of Lord Chaitanya's Mahaprasadam. And when she would take his Mahaprasadam, by Lord Chaitanya's grace, her heart would become filled with ecstatic love. On several occasions, Lord Chaitanya told little 5-year-old Narayani to chant the holy names of Krishna in ecstasy, and she would begin to weep, manifesting the symptoms of a Paramahamsa. Her limbs would tremble and she would fall to the ground, crying out the holy names of Krishna. Narayani was married when she was very young, and her wedding took place here, in this part of Moda Drumadvip, which is called Mamgachi. And she resided here. And by her husband, she conceived a child. And while the child was still in the womb of his mother, the husband of Narayani departed from this world. So she became a widow. Just close to here is the house of the great saint Vasudev Datta. Vasudev Datta was such a compassionate and loving devotee, but he personally arranged for the maintenance of Narayani when she was a widow. And when she gave birth to a child, that child was none other than the incarnation of Veda Vyas, whose name is Vrindavan das Thakur. According to Srila Prabhupada, in Krishna's Leela in the spiritual world, there is a cowherd boy named Kushamapida. And Vrindavan das Thakur was an avatar of Kushamapida, the cowherd boy. And at the same time, Veda Vyas also entered into his transcendental form. So he was the mixed incarnation of these 2 great personalities. Vrindavan das Thakur was very much raised and educated by Srila Vasudev Datta. He took birth just about 4 years after Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted Sanyas and left Navadvip. But being here in Navadvip, he was always hearing the glories of Lord Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. So from his very birth, hearing the glories of the Lord from Vasudev Datta, and Vasudev Datta's brother was Mukund Datta, the favorite kirtan singer of all the devotees. So he was always hearing the glories of Lord Sri Chaitanya. So he surrendered his life from his very infancy to Lord Chaitanya. In fact, it is considered by the Acharyas that because Narayani was so purified by eating the prasad of Lord Chaitanya himself, Lord Chaitanya personally arranged for Veda Vyas himself to take birth within her womb. So he wanted to take initiation from Lord Chaitanya, but when he was still young, Lord Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu disappeared from this world, and therefore he took shelter of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. And here in Mamgachi, Vrindavan das Thakur became one of the dearest followers of Lord Nityananda. And as he was dear to Lord Nityananda, he was similarly very dear to Janhava Devi, the consort of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. In fact, in the Bhakti Ratnakar it describes when Janhava Devi went to Kechari for the big Gaur Purnima festival, and he invited devotees from all around, Janhava Devi personally came through Navadvip to come and bring Vrindavan das Thakur with her. And they were two of the very, very elevated and senior presiding devotees at that festival.
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on devotionalnectar.com.